Lastly, when it comes to New England Patriots, it's really going to be this simple. The NFL draft schedule just came out. And with the draft schedule coming out, oh boy, what's on the docket with that? So I went through it, and I'm looking at these teams, and I'm just sitting there going, the Patriots, as currently constituted, should beat a lot of these teams. Now, some could call it a way too early prediction, and I think you might have a point. But after looking at the schedule, after putting it together, after looking at all the teams, call me crazy, but I think this team should win 12 games. I mean, look at that. You're going to start off on a 4-game win streak, beating Vegas, going down to Miami, getting the win, and then beating Pittsburgh and Carolina, which, if you're going to talk about Pittsburgh and Carolina, okay, yeah, they got Bryce Young in Carolina. I still don't trust them. Pittsburgh, who the hell is their quarterback? Yeah, you got DK Metcalf, but you got nobody throwing to him. So there's that. Then, after starting 4-0, you're going to lose to Buffalo. Shocker. Then you have New Orleans, who just lost Derek Carr. And so you're telling me Spencer Rattler is going to beat you? Yeah, okay. I saw what he did in South Carolina. And then you got Tennessee, a revenge game for Vrabel. Actually, you got back-to-back revenge games for Vrabel at Tennessee and then home versus the Browns. So you're going to go, what is this, 8-1 through the first 9 weeks of the season. 8-1. Is that going to happen? Probably not. There are probably going to be some hiccups. There are probably going to be some, bad turnovers. You're going to miss some assignments, both offensive and defensively, which are going to lead to some bad plays, and you're not going to win. But on paper, and the way Drake May performed, I think this team should do pretty good to start the season. I really do. Then to move on, Week 10 at Tampa. Sorry, that team is too experienced. You're going to lose. Home versus the Jets, you should win. At Cincinnati. Now, Cincinnati's a team that struggles early, but then turns it around midseason, gets in Joe Burrow, gets into midseason form. Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, they take off. So you're going to be at Cincinnati. That's a loss. Monday night versus the Giants. I believe you should win that. It's the Giants. Yes, they have Russell Wilson, Jameis Winston, and Jackson Dart. Either way, please. You absolutely should beat them. Then I'm going to give you the loss at Buffalo. Otherwise, if you beat Buffalo at home, that makes it 13-4. So I'm like, you know what? Let's get swept by Buffalo. How about that? I'll give Buffalo that much credit. So you get swept by Buffalo. You lose at Baltimore, understandably. So you beat the Jets in New York or at the Meadowlands. And then you beat Miami at home in January. Ladies and gentlemen, the Patriots are going 12-5 this season. That's right. So, I don't know. It should be an interesting year. I like what I see. I think Vrabel is definitely the coach we needed. My God, what a disaster last year was. Disaster. So, I'm excited.